Hello, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful angels. Or do I need to say gladiators? Hi, guys. I am so excited to host you for the next 20 minutes. But before I get started, I want to ask you for a massive, massive, massive applause for a very special person in the room. And this person came all the way here to invest in themselves and their personal and professional development. Guys, the loudest applause you gave today for yourself. Give it up for yourself, guys. You do it for the speakers, you do it for all of us, but this is for you guys. And of course, for my dear friend, Darius Sudi. Darius is an incredible angel. Give him an applause, guys. The fact that he is putting up this, like, it's really from the heart. He doesn't have to do this, right? But he puts in all the work to help you guys and to support you guys and give you access to incredible people, to knowledge and doors you could never imagine. So guys, my name is Michelle, and very simple, I am just here to be your friend. That's it. I love people. And I'm very passionate about bringing people together. I've been doing that for the last 8 years in different places around the world. For entrepreneurs, for founders, visionaries, and for teams. And for anyone who is passionate about their growth. I believe that the more growth-oriented people you know, the more opportunities you will have in life. Do you agree with me? Can I see? Am I in the right room? I can't see. Guys, you need to be loud. Am I in the right room? Literally, I'm blind. Yay! Well done. Well, lucky you, you are in the right room. And lucky you, I have reserved a little time for you. I've reserved 2 minutes for you. In the upcoming 2 minutes, I want you to turn to your neighbor and tell with all the energy and excitement that you have within you what you are passionate about today. So what excites you the most today? And energy is contagious, right? Like when you listen to someone who's passionate about something, you're like, yeah, I want to work with them. I want you to give that energy to your neighbor, and when you're done, you take a selfie. Does it make sense? We can do that. We're a bunch of smart people, right? All right, guys, are you ready? If you don't have a neighbor, turn to someone that is closest to you. Yes? All right, guys, we're gonna get ready in 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, beautiful guys. Make sure you got that selfie. Make sure that you got that selfie because we are wrapping up. Take both of you a selfie and keep it. Keep it there. You're not doing anything with it yet. All right, guys. And 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And give each other a round of applause, guys. Massive applause for yourself. How beautiful is that, guys? In less than 2 minutes, you shifted from strangers to possibilities. So you know something now about the person behind you or next to you that you didn't know yet. And sometimes you have the power within you to unlock that door for them and unlock that growth. And what excites me the most, guys, is that people in the audience can't stop talking. So we're doing a great job. So thank you so much, guys. Beautiful. I really believe, guys, that your community is your key to growth. You just spoke with someone who invested a full day and financial resources into today in order to grow. And you are here, part of the Gladiator community. And that's also what I do. I am super passionate about community because I know as no one else, if you are in a situation where you want to grow, when you want to expand, but you don't have the right people around you, how draining that is, how tough it is, right? And guys, I don't know if you see this photo here behind me. Do you recognize some faces here? Yeah? So the beauty of it is, 1 month ago, I was with these beautiful people in Madeira Island. I host events and retreats and gatherings and personalized introductions for entrepreneurs and founders in different places, but every year I do it in December in Madeira Island. And my dear friend Darius spoke there for the 3rd time. And he is part of my community, and I am part of his community. And this is how we help each other. And look at the people with the circles here, they're physically here. So when you build a group of people around you who align with your vision and goals, you will never be alone anymore. And it really helped me. So if it's okay, I'm going to share very shortly about my personal story on the request of Darius. When I was 14 years old, I became homeless. I ended up in the streets, literally, after my stepdad kicked me out. Both of my parents are addicted, or were addicted. My father is not here anymore, and my mom has recovered on alcohol and drugs. Because of this situation, they were not able to manage their own lives. And I witnessed that at a very young age. And I realized, like, hey, I do not want to end up like this. If I want growth, I need to get out of here. I realized that at a very young age. So when I ended up in the streets and I grew up in my teenage years in homeless institutions and government institutions, I saw a pattern. I saw that the people around me had a victim mindset. They were blaming their parents. They were blaming the government. They were blaming the people around them that they ended up in that situation. And I saw that, but I realized I can't change them. The only thing that I can change is me and my environment, right? So moving forward, I kept on evolving. And when I look back now, if I reflect on the journey, I constantly changed my environment to grow a little bit. I outgrew it, and I went further, what brought me here today, right? So in 2009, for example, I moved from a small town where I grew up in the Netherlands, near Germany, to Amsterdam. That was for me the big city. I ended up working there. I studied social work and education because I want to help kids like myself. I worked in prisons. I helped children who were in prison get back into society, or I helped them to prevent that they would get into prison. And I realized I grew very fast. I became director of an educational institute. I developed my own educational methodologies, and I outgrew everyone pretty fast. But everyone around me was having the standard life, climbing the corporate ladder, buying that house, living the 9-to-5. Like, I felt there is more out there. So I decided to pack my bags, and I moved to South America. And I did literally everything there. Just to give you some context, I started there, and it's actually not that long ago. We're at 2020, so it's 15 years ago. I started working as a waitress, and it's a development country, for $1, euro, an hour. I became a dolphin tour guide. I even, before AI, guys, creative copywriting, I was a sex chat operator, chatting with people to make extra money. I did it all, and I grew, and while I was working all these jobs, I was always looking, for example, when I was a dolphin tour guide, who is here my guest? Who is literally in my boat? And I started asking people questions like, what do you do? What are you working on? And because of my curiosity, I got opportunities and I got so many offers. And again there, I became a director of an educational institute for security and safety risk management. I flew with private helicopters into the Amazon, training gold mines. And I realized also very fast, within a few years, I outgrew that situation as well. And everyone around me was like, again, building the standard life, but I felt like, hey, I want to travel. I want more adventure in my life. Who feels here that they want more adventure sometimes in their life? Yeah, you're building, you're making money, but we're alive. There's a world to explore, right? There's more than that. You want to connect with nature, you want to connect with cultures, you want to connect with real people, with real stories. And I felt that. So I quit my job, I had it all, I had a boyfriend, I had 3 cats, 2 cars, a beautiful house. And I told my boyfriend, and I was like, hey, I want to travel the world. I want to see more. There should be more. And he said, Michelle, we have it all. Why would we leave it behind? And I told him, why would we not grow and expand? He didn't want to join me. And I said, I'm sorry, I love you, but I need to do this for myself. So I moved to Australia, and I had to start all over again. And I started again as a waitress. And I made money there. I made some money. I traveled around. And then I came back to make money again. And then I realized I love the traveling. I love the freedom. I loved Australia. But in order to stay there, I had to have a job as a waitress. I mean, I didn't want that. That was not my vision, obviously. So I thought about what can I do differently in order to be location independent, travel the world, and still make money. So what I did, guys, in 2018, I Googled how to make money online. Who here has ever Googled how to make money online? Honestly, guys. Don't make me feel like crazy, because I was ashamed when I was Googling it. Okay, there's quite some people. I thought it was magic. Because I was a teacher, was a social worker, was like an office, working in an office, I didn't have per se those digital skills. And I Googled and I found Facebook ads. So I taught myself skills through YouTube and just listen well, because you can teach yourself anything through media these days. If you want to learn something, go to YouTube, ChatGPT, there was no ChatGPT then, and give yourself that knowledge. So I did, and I was great. And actually I became very good at it. So within then and a year, I started making quite some money. And because of networking and stuff, I got clients, and it was great. So what I did in that journey, I moved to Bali, right? And I realized, okay, the people around me, they're looking for making money, but they had to work. They had to work their ass off. And even though everything looked beautiful around us, we are all making a big mistake. Because even though I had a beautiful Instagram, it seemed I had it all. To be honest, I felt lonely. I went to some shallow meetups, I went to a party, I was sitting in a cafe and working, but there was no community around me to understand and discuss, what are you building, what are you working on, what are you really passionate about, and how can we support each other? I missed that, and I felt lonely in my journey. So I decided to solve my own problem. And I want you to think about as well, if you have a challenge, right, or you're dealing with a certain situation, what can you create yourself in order to solve it for yourself and help other people? You're doing it either way, right? So that's so easy. So I found out I needed more clarity actually on what I exactly could create with what I wanted at that moment. I needed more people around me, and I needed experiences. So I started with small meetups. 5 people, 10 people, bringing them together and exchanging ideas and helping each other with business. And then the magic happened. I did that for a year, and I started introducing people. I met this beautiful lady, for example. Her name was Angela as well. And I heard she's a digital marketer for e-com. I meet someone else who has an e-com store. Guys, you should have a chat. And they started working together. So I started becoming a business connector without knowing the word business connector and community builder. People kept on coming to me in order to get opportunities. So I started connecting people, hosting events, and we've been tracking it. It's over $3 million generated through introductions of me with people. How cool is that? I can help people, right? Thank you, my loves. Thank you. So I just want to share with you that whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're struggling with, when you feel alone, there are communities out there. Look at this. This is a community. Please stay connected. Please reach out to the person you made a selfie with, right? There are communities, or you can create a community yourself. That doesn't have to be so complex. It can be a simple WhatsApp group. And let's say you're a single mom and building a business, and you want to, collaborate with other women and to inspire each other and give each other strategies. So now you have a community, right? So because of that, I live a life that I envisioned and never thought I could get access to, and it brought me here today on the stage as well. So I really believe connection is the new currency. I love tech, I love AI, I love crypto, and all these things. Yet, no one can ever take human connection away from you. This is what we need, more than ever. More than ever. So when you're here, don't be at your phone. When you go to the toilet, start talking to people. I always go to the ladies' toilet, and I say to another woman, beautiful dress, and we start a conversation, and there the magic happens. So, many people ask me, how did you went from being a waitress to being a global community leader? And I narrowed it down to 3 simple pillars, actually. I call it the triple growth formula. First of all, you need to be crystal clear on your vision. What you can't see, you simply can't grow or create or scale, right? And then, network intelligence. Be intentional of the people who you spend your time with. Are they still supporting your growth? If not, let's replace. And then experience elevation. Do as many things as possible to get new skills and learn new things and just expand yourself and go out there. So you can take a photo of this. I saw already photos, but this is my activation for you 2026. Tomorrow, after the event, please promise me. I want you to sit down at breakfast or after you wake up and have a moment to do this for yourself and reflect on it every 3 months. It will change your life, I promise you. Vision, network, experiences. That combo will bring you to anywhere where you want to go. Then, also people ask me, okay, how are you building such a successful community? And I could narrow it down to a few things if you are thinking about building a community. First of all is being authentic. Be truly yourself. You have flaws. You're learning. And my community is actually here in the room. There's a lot of people flew in actually from my community to see me speak. And I'm always honest about what I'm growing and building. And it's not perfect, right? Engage in the community, connect people, and give each other exposure and value. Very important. So community is expanding networks together and supporting each other, guys. You are the creator of this community, and you're only one connection away from your next big breakthrough. So I want to ask you, after my talk or later today, the photo you took, upload it on social media, tag the Gladiator Summit, and share about the other person, what they're doing, what they're needing, and ask in your network if they know someone that can help them. I've done this many times, and I swear to God, so many opportunities come out of there. So please do that. From my heart to yours, I want to say thank you so much. My name is Michelle. I appreciate you. I love you. And have so much fun, guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much.